So the electrical skills next lab is, as I said, it is control of a lamp using the timer relay. So the timer relay will work for the time what it is set in the timer. Okay, a relay, of course we have spoken more things, many things about the relay, what is mean by electromagnetic relay, what is mean by impulse relay. So we have discussed so many things just in the previous class. So now the timer relay is also a relay. It is basically a relay, but the tripping signal for this relay will be not given by manual operation. It is given by timer or timing or time counting. Okay, so it will be working for that time period what it is set in the relay. So we will discuss more about the timer relay in the forthcoming slides. So now we will just proceed. So what is the aim? So the aim of this exercise is wire up one incandescent lamp that is controlled from two places with a timer relay. So we are going to control the lamp from two different places, and those switches will control the lamp through some timing operations. Okay, so immediately after the switch is on or off, the lamp or the load will not work. So through the switches, the lamp or load will work with the timing control. So wire up one incandescent lamp that is controlled from two different places with a timer relay and two one way one gang switch. So one way means it can be closed in only one way, and one gang switch means, so in a molding we will be having only one switch. So in open conduit system, I think you know very well about open conduit system. It is nothing but the conduits will be fixed outside the wall, and we can see the conduit after our work is finished. So once you keep the conduits inside the wall, it is called a concealed conduit, so which is for permanent purpose. But as for practice, we are doing the labs and exercises to gain experience. So after doing the work, if there is any troubleshooting, if we need any troubleshooting, we have to openly access the conduits and the wires inside. So we are doing open conduit system using PVC rigid, using metal rigid conduits, steel metal you are using steel rigid conduits and PVC insulated 1.5 square mm unsheathed copper conductor cable. So this is the layout diagram given to you. So for this layout you have to do the exercise. So here you have to think about this bending. So we have different types of bending. So we have a bending in this conduit, we have a bending in this conduit, and of course hidden bending is there. Here it is called offset bending. As I said, it is to match the height of distribution box with this three-way junction box. So we have to do the conduiting first according to the layout given. According to the layout given, you have to finish the conduiting first. So as you know that, as you have seen in the first two exercises, the conduiting means dealing with the conduit. So you have to cut the conduits according to the required length. You have to ream the conduit after cutting because it will be sharp in its edges. So to make it blunt, we are doing the reaming. So the blunting process is done to avoid the damage of wires which we are going to insert inside the conduit. If the edges are sharp, it may damage the wire insulation, and the face wire may touch directly the metal conduit, which is called as face to earth fault, line to earth fault. Because the conduiting, all the conduits, all the metal parts which are not acting as a conductor, all the metal parts where there is no current flow, all the metal exposed parts where there is no current flow, all those metal parts we are going to earth it. Okay. So after cutting the pipes, after cutting the conduits, it will be sharp enough to make the sleeve open, to make the insulation open for the wire. So we have to make the edges, sharp edges blunt, and for that we are doing the reaming, and after reaming we have to do the threading, and then after threading we have to fix all the conduits in the correct procedure and in the correct place by looking into the layout diagram. So here we have three ends, so all the three ends should be threaded and it should be fixed in the three-way junction box. Here also it should be fixed in the junction box, sorry, distribution box, and here also everywhere wherever you are having metal conduits you have to fix it with the either square type switch box or three-way or one-way single way junction box. So for fixing the lamp we are going to use junction box, and for fixing the switches and the timer relay we are going to use square type switch box. So you can see the installation diagram here, which is drawn to indicate the user what are all the installations we have used, what are all the appliances we have used. So just by changing the equipments in the layout diagram we can draw the installation diagram. See here for example, so in the layout diagram it was given with one-way junction box and indicating L1. So by putting the lamp symbol, so we can change the layout diagram into installation diagram, and here also two one-way junction boxes, one-way one gang junction box is given here, and this is the symbol of timer relay for an installation diagram. So this you have to draw, and so after finishing the conduit, after fixing all the conduits inside the correct procedure and in the correct layout, so it should be looking like this. So for your accordance, for your comparison, I have provided the layout diagram here in a smaller size, and here you can see. So this is the video demonstration. You are going to see how the work should be finished. So this is the timer relay. So this will be working for the given time period, and how it is working I will explain you in the further slides. So these are the two switches which is there for controlling the lamp from two places. But again I am saying, so the lamp will not be working just with the switches. So through the switches it will work for the timing instance whatever we are giving. So this is the offset bending we have done to match the distribution box height with the junction box height and to fix the conduit over the workplace. So this is how you have to finish the conduiting. Now about the current pass diagram. So this diagram will indicate you how the current is passing through the circuit and what are all the places it is going. So first the MCB, you have to give the main incoming line wire to the MCB, and from the MCB you will be connecting the switches. Two switches we are using, so we have to use two switches, and the outgoing of the switch will be connected to the coil of the timer relay, and the coil another end will be connected to the neutral. So once you close the switch, the coil will get the current. Once you close the switch, the coil will get the current. Once you close the switch, the coil will get the current, so the coil will be excited. And according to the time what you have set in the timer relay, it will make the lamp on or off according to the wiring what you have given. So this is why I said in two places in this video demonstration that the lamp will not be directly controlled through the switches. It will be controlled by the switches through the timer relay. So now the line wire is connected to the common point of the relay, and NC point is connected, or you can connect NO point also. So it will become two operations. Okay. So now in the current path diagram, what it is given here, the number 16, the 16th point, or the terminal number 16 is given to the lamp, and the lamp neutral is taken to supply neutral. So even you can connect the pin number 18 instead of 16. So it will become two operations. So that it is given for your understanding here. So if the lamp is connected to pin 16 of the timer relay, the lamp will be initially on, and the off time you can set on the timer. If the lamp is connected in pin number 18, the lamp will be initially off, and you can make the control for on time. So this is called, the first one is called, if you connect the wire in 16, it is called off time delay. And if you connect the wire in 18, so it is called, if you connect the lamp in pin number 18, it is called on time delay. So this is the wiring diagram. So as given in the current path diagram also, here it is detailedly given. So how you have to give the connection, here also you can see the MCB, the supply neutral is given to the MCB, and supply line wire is given to the MCB, and from the MCB the switches are connected. In the other way, the coil is connected. From the switches, the coil is connected. The connection whatever you are seeing now, it is just a coil is connected through the switches. Now we are going to connect the pin number 18 or 16 to the lamp as given here. Okay. Now the green wire will indicate you the earth wires, which we are going to use as a safety purpose. So now how the wiring will be looking like. So just for your accordance, the wiring diagram is shown to you here. Now this is the wiring. After you finishing the wiring, we will be after finishing the wiring, it will be looking like this. So you can see some of these are the two switches, and it is connected, and this is the timer relay, and I have given you the close look of the timer relay and some of the tools which are used for the wiring. And now we are going into the testing of this exercise. We are going for the testing of this exercise. So the testing of this exercise will be shown to you after the discussion of timer relay, because here I want to discuss with you the operation of the timer relay. So as I said, relay means it is a electromagnetic device which will operate because of the electromagnetic action. So it will be having 3 points called as common point, nothing but the 15th pin of the relay in our case, and 18th point it's called as normally open, and the NC point is called as normally closed point. So we have in the electromagnetic relay, it may be any type, it may be an impulse relay, or it may be a any relay. So we will be having all the 3 points in the relay: common point, NO point, and NC point. So all the 3 points we will be having. So now we will discuss about how it is working. Just we are going to discuss about the operation of the relay now. So now take the relay, and it is shown to you here. So it will be having 2 ends as coil and 3 points as NO point, NC point, and common point. Now we are going to give the lamp connection like this, and we are going to give the supply for that. Okay, now we are going to give the supply for that. Now we are going to set the time as 3 minutes. We are going to set the time as 3 minutes. So 3 minutes means, so as it is given to 18th point, now the 18th point you have to remember again that it is a normally open point. Normally open point means the line wire is here, it is given to 15 and the switch is open. So the circuit is open, the lamp circuit is open, so there is no closed path for the current, so it will not flow. The current will not flow. So since the current will not flow, the lamp circuit will be made off. The lamp circuit will be remaining in off condition. So at that time, the lamp will be in off condition. So now we are maintaining a time delay of 3 minutes. So initially the lamp is off. So if you give the pulse or if you give the excitation for the coil, it will start counting. After the excitation comes for the coil, it will start the count. After you excite the coil by means of a switch, in our case we are using 2 switches. You can use 1 switch also, but when you give the excitation current through the switch, when you close the switch, the coil will get the current. After it gets the current, the timer relay will start the count. Like actual timers, it will start counting 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute. So after 3 minutes, what will happen is, you can see the contact will be tripped from, so up to 3 minutes, up to the counting of 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes. So the contact is remaining in NC because the coil is not having any current. So the magnet will be demagnetized, there will be no magnetic strength, so it will not attract the iron piece. So it will be remaining in the iron piece, or the contact will be remaining in NC position. Once the timer reaches the set value, once the counting value reaches the set value, the coil will get magnetized and then the contact will be pulled from NC to NO point. So now the relay will be on, and because of that, in the lamp circuit you will get a current flow, and because of that current flow you will get the lamp to be in, you can see the lamp to be in on condition. So this is the delay we are creating for switching on the lamp. So it is called as on time delay. So initially we given the supply everything, but the lamp is not on. So we are setting some timing instance, some timing values for the delay of on time. How we are doing? By connecting the lamp in the 18th pin of the timer relay. So there is another possibility of control also, which is shown to you here. Initially the lamp will be given supply. Initially the circuit will be like this. Initially the circuit will be like this. So it is now in 16th pin. So you can again see the 16th pin is normally closed. So just if you connect the wires according to the given circuit, according to the given connection, so you can see the contact is at NC, so immediately the current will flow and the lamp will be on at initial condition. The lamp will be on at initial condition. The lamp will be on at initial condition. So we are going to create a delay for switching off the lamp. How? So now again let us set the timing instant inside the relay to be 3 minutes. So once you give the excitation current to the coil through the switch, it will become fully magnetized when the timing instant is equal to actual time. When the set value is equal to the actual time, when the set value is equal to the counter time, so the coil will get the excitation current, and after the excitation the magnet will become fully magnetized, fully magnetized, and the iron piece will be now also attracted from NC to NO contact. The contact of the relay will be pulled from NC to NO. So actual timing is started, counting is started, 1, 2, 3. So after 3 minutes, so the contact will be pulled to NO. NO means normally open. So since the switch is moved from NC to NO, now the lamp circuit, you can see it is open circuited. There is no closed path for the current, since the contact is moved from NC to NO. So at this condition, you can see the lamp is switched off. Okay. So this is done to introduce the delay for switching off the lamp. So it is called as off time delay. So the previous one is called on time delay, and the present what we have discussed, the latest what we have discussed is off time delay. So like this, using the same relay, you can create on time delay also and off time delay also. So this is just an animation to show you how the timer relay will work. Now we will see the actual operation on our work table. So we are going to test the off time delay circuit in the workplace. Now you can see all the connections are finished, and now we are going to start the testing. You can see here, immediately when I switch on the supply in the main box, when I switch on the MCB, when I switch on the main switch, the lamp is switched on, because the switches are kept in such a position that it will make on. Okay, all the circuit is closed, so it is on. Now we are going to introduce the delay in this timer. Okay, so before that, we will make the lamp off. Before that, we will make the loss. So here, I want to say one thing. So there are two knobs provided in the timer relay. So this knob is to set the timing. Timing means you can set 1 millisecond or 1 second or 10 minutes or 1 minute or 3 minutes or 5 minutes. So you can go up to maximum time whatever given in the specification. So for demonstrating you, I have given the timing for 10 seconds. Okay. I have given the timing for 10 seconds. You can go up to the maximum rating whatever given in the timer relay. And the second knob, which is here, you can select the percentage of that particular value what you have set through the first knob. For example, if you are selecting 1 minute, and here you can adjust the ratio of that. In 1 minute, you can select 10% of the 1 minute, you can select 50% of the 1 minute, you can select 100% of the 1 minute. So what it means, so if I select 1 minute, and if I select 50% selection in the second knob, it means the lamp is controlled for 30 seconds, half of the minute, because I have selected 50% here. So in the same way, if I select 1 minute and give the percentage knob to be 100%, so the timer is going to be controlled for 1 full minute, because it is 100%. So 1 minute full value will be taken. Like that, you can select the timing also, and inside the timing you can select the ratio also. Okay, so there are two knobs provided here for you for testing purposes and for our accordance. Now you can see the lamp is off. We are going to make it on. So the lamp is made on, you can see here, and the off time delay is setted here now. So the time, as I said, it is kept for 10 seconds. The first knob is for 10 seconds and the second knob is for 100%. You can count in 10 seconds the lamp will be made off. You can see here the red color LED, it is counting the instants. So once the counting is finished, it will glow continuously red. It will go continuously red. So until it is counting, it will be like a flashing. So it will count. It will indicate you that it is counting. Okay. So this is called off time delay. We are creating the delay for switching off the lamp. Now we will go for on time delay. Initially the lamp will be off. After the counting value is equal to the set value of the timer, the lamp will be made on. You can see here. The supply is switched on and the main switch is also switched on, and the switch is made on. The switch is made on, and again the same timing is given here, 10 seconds. You can again the same timing is given here. So here it is set for 10 seconds, and in the ratio knob it is set for 100%. So full 10 seconds will be taken into the account. So you can see after 10 seconds the lamp will be glown, the lamp will be on, and until it is on, you can see two LEDs shown to you here. This is green color LED which indicates the supply for this relay. It is coming. You can see a small green color is going, and here you can see a red color LED, something like flashing. That means it is counting. You can see here it is counting. When it is counted for 10 seconds, the lamp will be made on. So this is what the exercise of today's class. Control of a lamp from two places using two switches through timer relay. Through timer relay. So please, now as by this class you should know, you should have a clear idea of these three things. What is mean by normal electromagnetic relay, what is mean by impulse relay, and what is mean by timer relay. Okay. So for giving you these knowledges, for giving you practical experience on these relays, we have done the exercise on those relays. Okay. So the normal electromagnetic relay and impulse relay and timer relay. So in the next exercise, we will simulate the exercise by using EV module trainers, EV training modules, and then by using Proteus simulation.